In my high conflict divorce and custody practice, I personally highly enjoy taking a narcissistic party's deposition. And one of the reasons why I enjoy it so much is their complete inability to answer basic questions. For example, you can hand them an exhibit and say, "All right, sir, so on such and such a date, you spent X number of dollars." And they'll spin off on something else. Objection, non-responsive. On such and such a date, you spent X number of dollars. True? And they'll go off. Objection, non-responsive. On such and such a date, you spent X number of dollars. True? No, blah, 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 blah. They'll go on. Sir, can you see this exhibit? Do you know what this is? Oh, you don't know what it is. Well, you produced it to us. You understand that you gave this to us, and now I'm asking you, but you don't know what it is. Okay, so on such and such a date, you spent X number of dollars. True? They'll talk about something else. And it will just go on and on and on and on. And they will spend these inordinate amounts of time not answering basic questions. And when you finally get them to give you a straight response, an hour later, did you spend, X number of dollars on such and such a date? That's true, right? Fine. Yes, 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 yes. Is that what you want? I'll say it because that's what you want me to say. Clearly and they'll have all of this thing. Now they're the victim in that situation of having to concede to basic reality. And then you move on to the next step. You spent X number of dollars on such and such .com, right? Now you repeat the whole process for the next hour to try to get them to actually answer that question. When you're dealing with these highly narcissistic parties, that is one of their hallmark traits. They will not answer basic questions. And that is why it's so important to hammer on them with what are called leading questions. The such and such and such and such, right? On such and such date, you did blah, 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 right? This is what happened. True. And you just give them those yes and no options. And when they spin off onto some other tangent and they try to dance around not answering the question, objection, non-responsive, and you just repeat it ad nauseum until you finally get what you want. Or if they continue to fail to answer the question, you go and have a hearing on it and let them explain to the judge why they can't answer simple yes or no questions.